Our brain has many parts that help it to function within our bodies, starting with the cerebral cortex, which is the outer layer of the brain, which is responsible for thinking and planning, our most complex mental functions. Towards the bottom of our brain, we have our brainstem. The brainstem is the central core of the brain and the oldest part of it. It is located where the spinal cord enters the skull. It is responsible for our automatic survival functions. Moving on, our medulla oblongata, which is responsible for controlling our heartbeat and breathing. This is also located where the spinal cord enters the skull. Inside of the brainstem is our reticular formation, which is a network of neurons that are between our ears.
Reticular formation is responsible for our sleeping and waking cycle. Another aspect of our brain that plays an important part in our sleeping, dreaming, respiration, and breathing rate is the pons. Moving on, our cerebellum is two rounded structures that extend from the bottom of the brainstem. The cerebellum is responsible for coordinating voluntary movement. This is why when our cerebellum is influenced by alcohol, we have impaired coordination, and damage to the cerebellum impairs our coordinated movements, such as walking, balance, or shaking hands.
Our thalamus relays our incoming sensory information after organizing it to our cortex. It receives all sensory information except for smell. In relation to our cerebral cortex and cerebellum, we have our basal ganglia, which helps to control voluntary movement, and it is responsible for executing a skill pattern and automatic movements. Our hypothalamus also controls automatic functions like body temperature. It also plays a vital role in controlling our motivated behaviors like eating, drinking, and sexual activity. This also controls the pituitary gland.
The pituitary gland is a pea-sized gland that controls growth and regulates other glands. It is a master gland that influences the release of hormones by other endocrine glands. Our hippocampus is involved in learning and the storage of long-term memories, and the amygdala influences aggression and fear. It is an almond-shaped structure that coordinates our fight or flight response. Our corpus callosum is a large band of neural fibers that connects the two brain hemispheres and carries the messages between them. Our frontal lobe is involved in personality and intelligence, and the voluntary control of muscles. The parietal lobes process sensory information that involves taste, temperature, and touch. It also registers our spatial location, attention, and motor controls. Our motor cortex or motor strip controls our voluntary movements and is located at the rear of the frontal lobe. It is our somatosensory cortex, detects and interprets information on touch, temperature, pain, and pressure, and allows us to perceive the size, shape, and texture of an object through touch. Our occipital lobes process and respond to visual stimuli such as color, shape, and motion. The temporal lobes are involved in hearing, language processing, and memory. Wernicke's area is involved in understanding our spoken language, and Broca's area is involved in our speech production.